Welcome back, my friends, to part 3 of batch 2 of our picture sleeves. And we're starting off strong here with the Molly Hatchet, Stone in Your Heart. Molly Hatchet was notorious for having some really awesome cover artwork. Kind of like Maiden, they were really well known for putting some really great artwork on their albums. And this 45 is no exception to that. And the B-side is just like I like to see things. Give me some really cool cover art. Give me a nice group photo. So they got it right in every way, in my opinion, on this picture sleeve. This is exactly what I want to see in a picture sleeve. So, the A-side showing Stone in Your Heart. And the B-side being Man on the Run. And yeah, there's some of that silver on blue Epic labels. Some of them are printed even really blurry. You know, I've discussed this in other videos. Some of the Stevie Ray Vaughns I have just horribly hard to read titles, and it's pretty much just because of the way that they printed them. All right, so next up we got Uncle Ted. High Heels in Motion. So really nice to have a Ted Nugent 45. I've got some other ones, but for the most part, I think they're in the A to Z collection, which we have not got to yet. And I have 2 copies of this. So this one had a price tag on the back, and this one had a price tag on the front. So I'm just going to swap them out here. Show you the front of one with no price tag and the back of the other with no price tag. I mean, hey, why not? I got them here, right? Might as well. And looking at the disc, we've got, again, all these in here are just in excellent condition. Little Miss Dangerous on the A side, and Angry Young Man on the B side. Sounds more like a Styx song, but nope, it's Ted. And the other label is the exact same, so there's no reason for us to slide it under the zoom. And moving on, we've got something interesting here. I actually meant to show this right after the Molly Hatchet one, but I got things a little mixed up there. This is a 4-song sampler. Not really positive about the story behind this, but it does have some advertised on the back. But you got REO Speedwagon, Molly Hatchet, Journey, and Cheap Trick. 1 song by each band. And it's a rock mini album from Nestle's 100,000 Grand Bar. All right. And yeah, I bought this in a shop. So I didn't get this when it was already out. So I don't know if this was a free thing or you had to send in coupons to get it. It does say not for sale on it. So I'm not sure the story behind this. But I Want You to Want Me by Cheap Trick, Time for Me to Fly by REO Speedwagon, and the side 2, because they are marked side 1 and side 2, Any Way You Want It by Journey, and Flirtin' with Disaster by Molly Hatchet. Well, that great little item to have there. Definitely love the Flirtin' with Disaster song. That's pretty cool to have. So next up we got Cheap Trick, and you can see I meant to go, but that Molly Hatchet was too tempting to start the video off with it being such great artwork. This is a little more odd, kind of shadows and fog kind of thing. And the B-side, the picture sleeve, is really lame. Just Cheap Trick with Tinnitus You spelled up and down. We got a few little credits there, but what a wasted opportunity. Where's the group photo? I mean, give us something. They didn't give us much of nothing there. So the A-side being Tonight It's You, and the B-side, Wild Wild Women. Cool. We like Wild Women. And that's from the album Standing on the Edge. Next up, we're keeping us rocking. We've got Bad Company. And I like the way they put a little A up here. is that yeah, you designating the A and the B side. Yeah, there's a little B on the other side. So, but Bad Company, Rock and Roll Fantasy. It's a pot. And the B-side, they took the time to mark. We got the Swan Song label there. At least we do have some cool, artwork. You got the guys there on the back, and crazy circles. So the label is one of those beautiful, nicely colored Swan Song labels that I like to see. This one's a really good, nice, bright copy, probably because it's been protected in that sleeve. But you got Rock and Roll Fantasy there. And Crazy Circles, 1979. So, very, very, very cool. And, moving on, keep them shaking. Georgia's Satellites. And a nice group shot. And Keep Your Hands to Yourself. That was definitely one of their big hits. Probably pretty well known. You'll notice I haven't been singing too much in this episode because heck, all the songs are so well known, it's just no real reason to. But it's got the cover of the album there reproduced for you, and a little bit of logos and some information there, but nothing too spectacular. And then this Electra, yeah, this one's really hard to see, even in regular light with just my eyeballs. So you get some of these a little bit angled. Keep your hands to yourself. You can see it there. But just terrible printing. I mean, geez, whoever came up with that ought to be slapped. I can't stand the pain being the B-side of that one. But yeah, I don't know whose idea it ever was to use silver on a dark bright colored label, but it was a terrible, terrible idea. And it didn't just happen once or twice. I've got quite a few 45s that are that way. So anyways, here's a band that I never was really all that big a fan of, Poison. A little too glam, too poppy, a little silly for me, but Talk Dirty to Me being a very big hit, very popular with a lot of people I know. I've ran into many Poison fans. So it's a cool 45 to have, definitely a conversation piece, but not what I consider a real treasure, in my opinion. But for what it is, it is. Poison Talk Dirty to Me on the, it says B-side. Oh, no, it's just a numbering. That would be the A-side, and Want Some, Need Some would clearly be a B-side, because I've never heard of that song, and who hasn't heard it Talk Dirty to Me? Alright, so now we got a pretty cool one. Fright Night. Yeah, of course, that's a movie. But who did the theme song on the soundtrack? Jay Giles Band. Do 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 do. And the B-side of that just gives you some, credits about the movie, more information about the movie, and showing the just some documentation. And the A-side, being Fright Night by the Jay Giles Band, does not have them on the B-side. The B-side is Boppin' Tonight by the Fabulous Fontaines. And I seem to remember something about them, but I can't share it with you right now because it's just not really coming up to the forefront of the brain. But that's from the Fright Night soundtrack, and as we've discussed in numerous videos that I've done now, movie soundtracks, it's very common to have a song by one band on the A side and a different song band on the B side. So that's not that unusual to see. Here we got Jay Giles Band doing Freeze Frame with the B side of Flamethrower. And this is probably a song that you are much more familiar with from Jay Giles. Centerfold and Freeze Frame is probably their two biggest hits, and it's got some kind of bizarre artwork there, really odd, but I like the way they show you three of their album covers. That's always nice to see reproduced on a picture sleeve. And there's the A-side label for you, showing Freeze Frame, and the B-side with Flamethrower. And I remember there being quite a few people that did not care much for the Flamethrower song, but I didn't think it was horrible. All right, up next, we've got Queen, Play the Game. And a nice group shot here of the boys in Queen. Still a shame that Freddie's not with us anymore. He had such an amazing voice. He was such an awesome vocalist. And another nice individual shots of the guys. Very cool. I like the way that was done. So the A side here is giving us Play the Game with a B side of A Human Body. Okay. So, what could we possibly have up next that would be really cool? We're going to show Robert Palmer, Addicted to Love. You might as well face it. And I do believe I've shown this 45 before, but not this picture sleeve. And that's a pretty good shot of Robert there. And hey, took a note from, or David Lee Roth took a note from him, one way or the other. Got him facing one way and then facing the other way. So, A and B sides, I guess. So, the label, Addicted to Love. And the B-side label being Let's Fall in Love Tonight. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that one. And we'll be back for another part. Like I said, we're just starting to dent this box. This is going to be quite a few episodes to cover. So, have a great day. We'll see you for part 4.